This is Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 7. It says, "Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? And when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?" It says, "And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born in him." It says, "Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau." With that being said, I want to give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Our double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Shalom, Wakasala, Bakyar, which means peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners of earth may be. All right, I'm the brother Amar from the branch of GMS Cleveland. Come back at you with another video. Lord willing, to be edifying to whomever may be watching. And those precepts that I just read is obviously out of the book of Second Ezra, 6th chapter. And this is Ezra going back and forth with one of the archangels. All right, and I believe it was Uriel, if not Gabriel, one of the two. I think it was Uriel, but he wanted to, he was asking questions about pretty much, the future. All right, certain past events and the kingdom. So he wanted to know when was all these things that he read about concerning the scrolls about the kingdom, about Israel, about the Messiah, about the end of our captivity. All right, and the angel replied to him. I'm gonna read back verse 8 again. "And he sent it to me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau." All right, going into the also symbolically going into how Jacob will eventually bring Esau down. All right, because right now, who's on top right now is the Edomites, so-called white people, and then who's on the bottom is you tribes, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But eventually, due to this prophecy and other prophecies, that eventually the tables will turn. And I'm gonna get that real quick. After I finish this verse, it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So how do we know we are at the end? Because who's in power right now? The Edomites. That's how we know the end of this current kingdom is on its way out. And then it says, "And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." That is how it always has been written, that the prophecy would take place about Jacob, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans losing their heritage, and then eventually them waking up in their latter days due to prophecy. All right, they will understand who they were, all right, pursuing Ezekiel the 37th chapter and other scriptures, and then they will eventually proclaim and profess this knowledge and their heritage throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and then you even have that's just believers, but then you have the elect. I mean, you have the prophets on the forefront, on the lines, on the highways and byways, actually doing the teaching, and they will establish the order amongst our people. All right, especially concerning the family structures and things of that nature, even getting the heathens back in order and letting them know who they are and what their destiny is, especially Esau, Edom, which they all are going into captivity, and Esau, Edom will ultimately be eradicated off the face of the earth after that 1,000-year period. But nonetheless, I just want to get that point going back to what I was talking about as well, about how the tables will turn. All right, and this is actually I'll start. Let me see. Salakia. Let me see. What is it? The plowman shall overtake the rear. But I'm gonna start from verse 11. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 11. It says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and will build it as in the days of old." And you see that. All right, you see the Lord raising back up the tabernacle of David, the house of David, by Yahweh Dawadah. All right, and then you also have the house of Saul, which pretty much goes into the 2/3. But ultimately, a lot of our people are waking back up to their nationality, and on top of that, a lot of people are starting to see and understand that this is the end. All right, and somehow, way, shape, or form, they're understanding that the times that we're living in is not, a good time. You know, if you was born in the 80s or 70s and you got to live through that time and grow old, and you pretty much you live through those glory days. But we coming upon those times, man, where everything is not it's not looking bright. But that's a good thing for us, bad for them. You know. So it says verse 12, it says that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by thy name, by my name, said the Lord that doeth this. And that is going to actually take place. We will have slaves. All right, starting with Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathens. It says verse 13, here go the point. It says, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. All right. So this is going into what, man, the plowman being you tribes, all right, and the reaper being Esau, Edom, because a plowman is someone that does the hard labor, all right, and the reaper is someone that actually that benefits from the hard work of the plowman, all right. But the times are coming where the roles are about to be reversed, because how has America gotten this riches and this wealthy land for it to be so called? It's because it's through the blood, sweat, and tears of you tribes. All right, and a lot of people don't understand, or if they do understand, they don't care to acknowledge it. But the reason why this place is so called great and on the level that it's on is because of our people, because of the hard work and off the backs of our people, literally built this place. But that's okay. Like I said, because the roles will be reversed, and eventually, this kingdom that we're currently living in will be utterly obliterated. All right, and then it'll be time for the nation of Israel to rule, and that will be forever. All right. So, last scripture. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 127, verse 1. It says, "A song of degrees for Solomon." It says, "Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain." So it's vain, all right, for someone to build, and knowing that the Lord will eventually take it down. But we understand that it was prophesied that this place will be risen up, reach its pinnacle, and then eventually will get utterly obliterated via the ICBM missiles. All right. So we coming upon them times. Just continue to hold on for bros as and sisters that's catching hell, and you know what I'm saying. The Lord is going to come back sooner than we think. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm going to give all praise and glory and honor unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakudash. Our double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom, Wakasalah, Bakyar, which means peace and mercy to the elect, throughout the four corners wherever it may be. Shalom, Bible Ball.